Very good morning to all students. We are discussing about human reproduction. Yesterday we are learn about the male reproductive system and how the sperm are formed. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about the female reproductive system. Human female reproductive system. Here in case of female, we know the for the purpose of sexual reproduction we has to uh, we has to need we have to need two gametes. We are need two gametes. First is a male gamete and second one is female gamete. Sperm means male gamete. Now we have to learn how the female gamete is formed, that is called ova is formed. We can say ovum is formed. So first of all I will draw here female reproductive system. You can also draw with me. These are the finger like projections. This is one. Here we have now we have to label it. This is an these two are the ovaries. I will write here ovary, single ovary, and this one is another ovary, and this structure is called as ovarian ligament. Okay, and we can draw here also. This is the structure of uterus. This tube is called as fallopian tube or oviduct, we can say. This is also called as oviduct, and this one is vagina. Okay, so these are the parts of structure. Write the label below. Figure: human, you can say female reproductive system. Okay, structure of female reproductive system. Now we has to discuss about each parts and what are the roles of that parts. Okay, and how the process of gametes ovum is occur in a female reproductive system, that we have to learn. So first of all, we are starting from the ovary. Okay, so these are the, in human female there are two ovaries are present, means pair of ovaries are present. Here are ovarian cells. Within a ovary, what happen, these are the so many, first layer cells are called oogonium cells. We can say that cells are called oogonium. In case of sperm formation, we are called, that process is called as spermatogenesis. Okay, here we can call oogenesis. Okay, oogenesis means formation of ova or egg, or egg. That is the haploid which is participate in a fertilization. Okay, first upon this process, you have to remember this formation of ovum or egg. This process in case of female, human female, is started from the we can say embryonic conditions, like we can say fetal conditions. When fetus is in 2 to 4 week fetus, at that time this process getting started. Okay, look at here, what I am saying, before birth this process of oogenesis process is started in a female embryonic stage, that is the 2 to 4 weeks fetus. In case of this stage, this stage reaches to the 20 weeks, up to the 20 weeks. Inside the ovary there are 6 to 7 million oogoniums are formed. Oogoniums are formed, and these all are the cells which are diploid in nature. Okay, these oogonium cells are in a diploid nature, and after that we can say at the time of birth, I will write here, at the time of birth, this process we can say this formation of oogonium process is decline, and their number are getting decline, and at that time they remain the number of mitotic divisions are occur, and only 2 to 4 million oogonium are remains when at the time of birth. Okay, at the time of birth only 2 to 4 million oogoniums are remained, because the process of oogenesis or formation of oogonium is decline, and these all cells are now decline in, they degenerate regularly, and they only remain 2 to 4 million at the time of birth. Now what happen in next step, here is starting of starting the we can say the process called these 2 to 4 million cells, oogonium cells, are again decline their number and they divided and they converts into a primary oocyte. We can say primary oocytes. These are converted into primary oocyte when this is the stage of puberty, means 12 to 16-year old girl, female human. Okay, at this stage they have primary oocytes, and how many numbers are there? Approximately these primary oocytes are 60,000 to 80,000 oocytes are remain. Primary oocytes are remained, and in this stage there is the process occurring that is called meiosis first. In meiosis first, that is prophase first. Here this process of formation of primary oocyte, then this process again converting into the secondary oocyte. At that time this is the arrested by, this process is arrested here. In which stage? We know the meiosis occur in two stages, meiosis first and meiosis second. Here meiosis first starting in a oogonium cell. Here are oogonium cells. There is a process called meiosis first. When meiosis first is occur, there are 60 to 80,000 primary oocytes are formed in a meiosis first. Okay, and in case of puberty childs, or we can say girls, at that time in a stage called meiosis first, prophase first, and exactly we can say liptotin, stage of liptotin. In this stage, this process, this cell cycle is arrested, stop for the maturity purpose. At that time only these primary oocytes are remain in case of this stage. Now in these 60,000 to 80,000, only any one from these cells, any one primary oocyte is selected for the next process called meiosis second, to operate the meiosis second process, because all they do not have capacity to operate these next stages. That's why only when their puberty started here, and whenever maturity starting, and there is a menstrual cycles, during the menstrual cycles only one cell is can be able to divided by meiotically to form a egg cell. Now here on any one I will arrow giving here arrow, any one primary oocyte is selected for ovulation. Any primary oocyte from these 60 to 80,000 primary oocyte, any one primary oocyte selected for the process of ovulation, means process of meiosis second. Okay, after that I will write here again. We have primary oocyte, single primary oocyte. Okay, primary oocyte, this is okay. And now starts the meiosis second. Now start the process called meiosis second. In this stage, primary oocyte is converted into secondary oocyte, and with the formation of polar body. During this process, there are polar bodies are formed with the secondary oocyte. Okay. Now again this cycle arrested here. This is the symbol of arrestation. Arrested in a metaphase second. Arrest the cell cycle again arrested and waiting for the period of we can say maturity. Okay. Now this secondary oocyte is able to convert into a ovum or egg cell, but in this stage it waits for the purpose of that particular female maturity. Okay. And now what happened during the every month of period, that is the one process occurring in female, that is called menstrual cycle, that is MC period. At that time these secondary oocytes are released with the fallopian tube, we can say oviduct, and inside the oviduct, okay, there are another processes occurring we can say ovulation processes occur, that secondary oocyte is converted into a ovum. Okay, that process is called as ovulation. Okay. Now this secondary oocyte is capable to participate in the process of ovulation. Now what happened, there are two processes occur in a simultaneously, means each these two processes are depend on one another. During the formation of ovule, we can say ovum, another process is occurring inside the uterus. That process is called as, inside the uterus, that process is called as MC, that is menstrual cycle. Okay. This cycle is occur in every month in case of every female for the 1 to 5 days. Okay, 1 to 5 days they getting discharging the blood, right? Bleeding processes occur 1 to 5 days in every month. Okay, these two processes, which do those two processes, one is ovulation and another is a menstrual cycle. These processes are occurring simultaneously because this menstrual cycle is depend on ovulation process, because when mature ovum is formed in a fallopian tube, at that time from the vagina there is a during the intercourse, sexual intercourse, sperm entering into the vagina, and that reaches to the that particular ovum, and when if that ovum getting fertilized at that time, what happen, this uterus is performing one process called, that is the formation of endometrium on itself. This is a layer of endometrium. When this endometrium is formed, at that time if fertilization is occur, that fertilized egg is come into the embryo. We can say that fertilized embryo is comes into the uterus, and in this uterus, by the use of this endometrium layer, which is useful for the nourishment of a growing embryo. Okay, that's why this endometrium is formed. And if we thought that there is no fertilization is occurring, okay, at that time what happened, this endometrium getting discharged, this breakdown, and all these breakdown endometrium layers, tissues, as well as with containing blood vessel, that blood vessels are thrown out by the vagina outside the body, and that's why the bleeding is occurring approximately 1 to 5 days. That is called as menstrual cycle. We will discuss about menstrual cycle after the ovulation process. Okay, now we have secondary oocyte. We have secondary oocyte here. There are so many primary oocytes are there here, and these all waiting for the purpose of ovulation, but only one selected oocyte is coming to the fallopian tube, that is the secondary. I will write here secondary oocyte. Okay, now there are two hormones again here participate in this process, that is ovulation process. Are released from two hormones are released from hormones released from pituitary gland. Okay, these are luteinizing hormone, LH hormone. We learn about this hormone in a previous class, and as well as FSH, follicle stimulating hormones. These two hormones are released by the by these hormone. The amount of this hormone is responsible to form the another two hormones by that is called estrogen, stimulates the formation of estrogen and progesterone. So these four hormones are responsible for the process of ovulation as well as menstrual cycle also. Okay, so now how they work we have to learn. Okay, first of all, these two hormones, luteinizing hormone and FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone, comes to the fallopian tube, and this is an secondary oocyte. Suppose this is an secondary oocyte. In presence of this follicle stimulating hormone, it stimulates the formation of follicles. Follicles is a kind of group of cells which are surrounded around the secondary oocyte. Now I will suppose this is an secondary oocyte. Okay, these are the follicles. Okay, these are the formation of follicles in the presence of FSH, that is the follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, now what happened, these follicles secrete. Okay, you can see here in a diagram of a menstrual cycle also what happening here. There are two processes are representing here. There are two processes. Now where we have these are the secondary oocytes. These are the secondary oocytes. Okay, so this is the follicles. These are the follicles formed around these cells. Four oocytes are representing here. So these are the follicles around itself, and these follicles here given arrow also for the purpose of understanding. These follicles secretes the hormone called estrogen. Okay, estrogen. Here is estrogen released by the follicles, these follicles, and that estrogen, okay, this estrogen and some amount of progesterone also released by these follicles. They capable to secrete that kind of hormone, and this estrogen is responsible for the formation of, I will drawn here, this is a layer called, I will write here, okay, this is the suppose this is an uterus. Okay, this is the uterus. This is the uterus, and this formed estrogen is working here for the purpose of formation of endometrium. This red colored layer is called endometrium. Why this is happening? Because we need to that uterus need to prepare itself for the purpose of for the purpose of nourishment of the fertilized egg, because here are two processes occurring here. One is ovulation and another one is formation of endometrium for the preparedness of the uterus. Okay, why this happening? Because if that formed egg fertilized with sperm, and that converts into a embryo, zygote, and that again converts into a embryo. That embryo has to nourished by the layer called that layer is called as endometrium, because it have, these are the blood vessels. Black colored are the, I will write here, blood vessels. These blood vessels contain blood as well as nutrients which are needed or useful for the purpose of nourishment of embryo when if there is fertilization is occur. Otherwise what happen, I will telling you after the process of this completion. Okay, now this follicle secreted this hormone like estrogen, and now what happen, this structure containing follicle again converts into a next structure. These follicles grow up, now this is an oocyte secondary. Some internally, so some spaces are also present like this. We know the this is an secondary oocyte. Okay, this is a secondary oocyte, our we can say our ovum. Okay, this converting into a secondary oocyte converting into ovum, that process is called as ovulation, and this is the space. Okay, this is the space. This space is gradually increases when the structure is getting increases in the presence of luteinizing hormone. Okay, what happening here, this layer also increases, endometrium layer also getting increases like this with ovulation process. Okay, and these blood vessels are also increases. Okay, these are the blood vessels. What happening here, both processes are occurring simultaneously, or we can say both are occurring in a same manner. Like here ovulation is occurring, and within a uterus there is preparation of for the purpose of we can say nourishment. Okay, now in this in next step what happened, one minute.